what's in my bedroom. And then if you want to see more of my things in my bedroom, you're going to have to go to Patreon. Yep, I'm teasing you with Patreon. Patreon is where you can support me because I don't get any money from YouTube anymore. They've somehow flagged every video, almost every video that does really well because it has the word sex in it. So anyway, I thought I'd encourage you to go to Patreon so you'll be able to actually see what my bedroom looks like besides what you see in the background here. And I'm going to just tell you about what my bedroom has in it and what you guys should have in your bedroom. And I really would love to hear. Hi, Ari, and Peter, and Robbie, and Mr. Piratebrain, and Raoul, and Paul, and Bryce. Okay, so hi, Costell, and all the peeps on Instagram as well. So I would love to hear what you have in your bedroom, and let me know if you agree or disagree with some of the things I'm going to be speaking about. Your hair looks nice. Your hair looks nice. Wearing was what I meant. Did you cut it? I did not cut my hair. I actually just probably styled it better today. I use a different product, different brushes. Which brings me to the first thing when we're talking about what belongs in your bedroom. Obviously, the most important thing is you. You belong in your bedroom, and if you get someone back to your bedroom and you don't expect her to be there, you better be prepared, right? And what I mean by prepared, one of the best things to do is make sure that you're clean and showered and groomed and all that kind of stuff before you proceed any further. Because if you're not going to feel comfortable, whether you're a man or a woman. You're saving for a computer. Awesome. So whether you're a man or a woman or something in the middle, you need to be clean and groomed and prepared for at any moment, whether it's day or night, that you might have somebody back to your room, right? So what I mean by prepared is just make sure that you're always groomed. Even if, I don't care if you never have had, if you're still a virgin, make sure you're groomed, shaved and all that kind of stuff. Make sure that you smell good. Breath, teeth, hair cleaned, and obviously that you're wearing something appropriate, not some torn up thing that smells and hasn't been washed in 3 weeks. Okay, and which goes along with my first recommendation when everyone has a bed in their bedroom. Be prepared that if you have someone come to your room, that your bed is made and that you have clean sheets. Something that I would think that is common sense. Probably people don't realize. I heard a story. I'm not going to mention names, but somebody brought someone back to their room and had forgotten that they took their sheets off and they were in the laundry. So they quickly had to throw the sheets back on the bed. I'm obviously talking about my son. If you guys listen to Sex Talk with My Mom, the podcast, he talked about this. But you have to quickly make your bed. And you don't want to do that while the girl's sitting there waiting. So it's really a good idea to have your sheets made. I mean, your bed made up. Have clean sheets for sure. Not wholly torn up, icky sheets either. Because who the hell wants to, you're going to check it out. I mean, there has been times that people have said to me that they've gone to people's rooms and there's like shit on the floor. Porn stars told me that guys have sent dick pics where there's the toilet still like in the background with not even flushed. So it's super important because women in general don't like to even think about laying down on a messy bed or someplace that's not clean and neat. At least I can tell you from an older woman's perspective that will not be happening. So the room has got to be set up so that it's conducive to this evening, and a lot of the woman's relaxation is going to come when she doesn't have to worry that she's getting lice or bed bugs from your bed being disgusting. So if she's in your room or you're in her room, you want to make sure that bed is first and foremost clean and neat and comfy and everything looks great. I'll give you a tiny example here. Here's my sheets and my headboard, and that's about all you're going to see unless you go to Patreon. And I'm going to give you my Patreon page right here. It's patreon.com/KarenLee Coder. So you just go there and you'll get a chance to see what my actual bedroom looks like and where I keep my secret stash of toys. So that brings up the number 2 I was going to tell you about, which is You want the lighting right? Especially older women like it dark, a little bit darker. We don't like to be in bright lights, emphasizing flaws. So I particularly like it when the lights are dim and when you have candles. Because not only do candles provide lighting, but they provide scent. And the scent is also very powerful when you're thinking about having a romantic evening. You want to have a nice scent going on in the room at all times, right? So you want to have candles prepared, light, subdued, exactly, Paul. And just stick with what you can do. You don't have to go out and buy the most expensive candles in the world. You can probably get one at Walgreens for a couple dollars. You King's Official, I fucking love the podcast. You're in my top 3 for best podcasts. Woo! Thank you, Kings Official. Kings Are Official. Can you do me a favor, Kings Are Official, and write a rating and review on iTunes? And for all of you who are wondering what Kings Are Official just said, he's on Instagram, and he didn't say anything obnoxious, thank God. I'm only teasing the people on Instagram because they usually say, and I'm sure they've already said obnoxious stuff. But my podcast is called Sex Talk with My Mom. It's on iTunes. I do it with my stand-up comedian son. I already referred to what happened when he took a girl back to his room and didn't make his bed and had to make it in front of her. It was embarrassing, and used it in the stand-up comedy routine. But my podcast is super funny, and I think you'll enjoy it. Your whole house should be clean, nice smelling. That's good advice. Yeah, absolutely. You want the whole house to be clean and neat because nobody wants to walk into, your house is an example of you. So if a woman, especially my age woman, or any age woman, but especially when you're used to having things done in a certain way, I'm not going to want to walk into some pigsty of a house and think that if your outside is like that, maybe your inside is like that. Maybe you're groomed like that. Maybe you're going to be having bad breath or not. Your teeth aren't going to be clean. By the way, let's put that in the grooming. Teeth cleaned. So you definitely clean up the whole area just so you have someplace that resembles it's symbolic of who you are. If you have this disgusting house that's gross, or if you have a beautiful house that's really, even if it's not luxurious, it just can be clean and neat and organized. Get rid of a lot of crap you got in there. Okay, another tip. Obviously, we've talked before about the breath and everything. Have mints. That's a nice little thing to have on your nightstand. If you're going to have some toys, have the toys somewhere neat and clean. Obviously, I've talked to you a lot about safety. Have condoms there. It's, again, common sense. Have condoms in your nightstand or somewhere nearby. I can't even tell you how many times, not how many times, but this has happened a couple times to me, where I was at a guy's apartment and he's like, oh, I don't have any condoms. And I'm like, okay, so what are we going to do? And he's like, well, I don't want to go downstairs because the guy at the store knows me. I'm like, BFD. You have to go. You have to go get the condoms because nothing's going to happen here without the condoms. So it's good to have condoms on hand at all times. Lube. Thank you, Paul. I'll share one little product here that I love. I've talked to you guys about this before. Migliore. It's my new absolute favorite lube. This is a great lube. It's silicone. It's smooth. It's wow, I love this stuff. And I've tried a lot of lubes. I'm like a lube queen. Okay. I'm not a lube queen. All right. I love lube. Lube is great. All right. Not just as a hand moisturizer. So this one, I'm going to put the link below. You can buy it on Amazon. And I have my affiliate link, so if you buy it from me, I get a little percentage, which is not a lot, but whatever. Every little bit counts. And Migliore, I love this one. You can also get Lilo. And speaking of Lilo, great sex toys by Lilo. I highly recommend Lilo. I also have affiliate link below here for Lilo. If you need any help, Karen at KarenLeePotter.com. I will help you. Lately, all my friends are going, Karen, I need a new vibrator. My vibrator is broken. So talk to me about Lilo. I have some recommendations. Those are the best vibrators. Another little tease I'll give you here. This one. This is the Ina Wave. You can see it moves around. I've just lost all my, I'm now non-advertiser friendly because of this. But anyway, Lilo, highly recommend it. So, sex toys are good to have on hand. You might want to even have your computer hooked up to watch porn. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can have in your bedroom, especially if it's not your first date. But, you know, maybe down the line, if you want to have that ready, go for it. Let's see. Wild Weasel. Can't you just fuck her on the couch? That way it's easier to get her dressed and out the door when you're done. Wild Weasel, you're such a dick. I don't know if you do this on purpose, but frequently I love someone like that comes on and says something like very bro-y and think they're going to get away with that. Hi, May. May and Ari, what do you think about Wild Weasel who thinks you should just fuck her on the couch so it's easier to get her dressed and out the door when you're done? He's such a cool, manly man. They used to have today's personal lubricant in a nice one-hand pump jar, but I can't find it anymore. Ari, go and find that lube, Migliore Lube. Promise you're going to love it. Lilo Lube is also great. Okay, Karen, let's change the word sex to punani so the word police don't catch it. Okay, so yes, if you're going to do some punani, don't do it like Wild Weasel suggested on the couch. That may work if you get some drunk girl home, I guess. But if you want to maintain a relationship with someone, it shows that you care about her. And I know Wild Weasel doesn't believe you should show a woman that you care because he treats women like animals. But if you're on my channel, most of you know that I recommend you treat a woman with respect, kindness, empathy, and above all, put her on a freaking pedestal and make sure that she is the queen for the night. Because then you might get that second one. Well, Weasel, you're probably not going to get that second one because she's not going to want to ever see you again. She's going to want to, like, block you from future phone calls about booty calls or whatever you think. Shakes head Weasel makes me laugh. He's a wind-up merchant, as we'd say in the UK. Let's see. David, I'm going to buy a sex toy to use on my female partner like a small dildo. Very good call, David. Another little tease here. Oh, let me see if I can find it. This one. Great one from Lilo. It's called the Nia. The reason I like this, it lights up. Okay, it's rechargeable, waterproof. This one can be used during sex on her clit, especially if she's on top. This is an awesome one. You're going to love this one. It's called the Nia. Again, since I'm recommending these products, go to my affiliate links and at least help me out by purchasing off of my affiliate link. That means like using my link to purchase your product, and that way they know where it came from. So yeah, David, buy Lilo for your female partners. Okay, so no, I'm not going to show my boobs, Mr. Prince, and I'm not going to show my pussy, Mr. Faison. Anybody else? Any other ridiculous requests on Instagram for the day? What would Instagram be like if I didn't get a request like that? By the way, Instagram peeps, if you want to get some porn from someone who wants to do porn, I highly recommend you use my link that's on YouTube and go to alexisgolden.com because she and I refer people back and forth. And I'm referring you to her because she does porn and I don't. Let's see. Ari, I don't like having to use two hands to unscrew caps when in the middle of a romantic moment. It's about the pump bottle. Yeah, Ari, this is a pump. Check it out. See? Pump. Love it. I'm telling you. This is like one of the best products I found, and you could see that the applicator is very beautiful. Kind of erotic, isn't it? And no one would know what this was. So even if you have like kids coming by or whatever, they would think this is perfume. Even though it kind of does, of course, look phallic. I always think everything looks phallic. Bryson, the thing is, I might not want her to leave. Maybe spend the day with her. There you go. So maybe, Bryson, don't listen to Wild Weasel's advice there. What's the best room temperature for having sex? Good question. Hot. You want to make sure that the room is warm. Not, I mean that's saying hot. I'm kidding around. You want to make sure the room is good. It's not cold because you know that can really make everything uncomfortable, and then the focus is on shivering and trying to keep warm. So if you can keep the room temperature a little bit warmer than usual, especially for people that are sensitive to cold like me, I would suggest doing that. And also, I didn't mention the music. That's very important. Have your, I was going to say iPod, but who the hell has iPods? You don't even need like a Sonos system or anything like that, although that would be really romantic and cool if you had like some really great jazz music or whatever music you want to put on your love list. You could see my love list on Spotify, by the way. If you want to go to Spotify, my love list is there. Get a nice playlist going of all your favorite songs. Everybody has different styles of music and different times that different music for different types of sex. And sometimes you like the wilder sex, you might want to put on rock and roll, or you might want like more mellow stuff, more Enya stuff, or whatever. It depends on what mood you guys are in. So just have those ready to go. Make sure the music is connected. Even if you're using just your iPhone playing music off your phone, it's better than nothing, right? No, David, you're not going to be using the sex toy on yourself. I'm going to try to explain this to you. Like, say, like you're on your back, she's facing you. She could put that sex toy on her clit while you're inside her. Get it? Does that make sense? Hi, Alex. I missed you too. Ari wants to know if Weasel is trying to deliberately be obnoxious. And I'm going with yes. Because he said, what if she falls asleep on the bed, but you don't want her to spend the night? Are you serious, Wild Weasel? Mr. Piratebrain says that this can double as a butt plug. No. And by the way, stay tuned. On Instagram, I'm going to be unpacking an anal play toy box. So get your notifications on Instagram for that one. Instagram is the only place you're going to see that, other than my Patreon page. My Patreon page will also get that. So, all right, where were we? Milfman, hello. May is saying, thank you, Rose. He's annoying. Let's see. As of now, Alex, Mercury and Diamond and I have not arranged a video yet. So sorry about that. Yes, Paul, I'm sensitive to cold, even though I live in the Windy City. This is why I share my locations of LA and Chicago. How do you feel about cuckolding? Check it out, Straight 8 Beast. A couple videos ago, we did an entire thing on cuckolding. As a matter of fact, we had a guy who was a cuckold on the phone, and he talked to all of my favorite Instagram peeps and YouTube peeps here about his experience and answered questions about cuckolding. Alex, go ahead and ask Karen, did you do your hair today? And I like your top. Oh, thank you, Milkman. I did my hair today. Geez, it makes me feel like I always look like a slob or something. I used a different hairbrush. Does that help? I couldn't get comfortable because of the music she was playing. Oh, okay. Well, then communicate about that. Obviously, you guys have to talk about all this stuff to your significant other, whoever you're having sex with, whatever. You got to talk. Let's see. I'm 18. Is that a bad to like mature women? No, because your mature women could be of age 40 or 42. You have every right to desire and fantasize and attempt to be with any older woman you want. Just go for it. You're legal. If you can go fight in a war, you can easily go have sex with an older woman. Anybody disagree with me? No, it's not bad. Alex, it's not bad. Karen, wouldn't you be reluctant to use a dildo at the man's house? That's at a man's house? Would I be That's a good question. No. Why? I mean, he might, I don't know. I probably insist on cleaning it thoroughly before I attempted to use it. But I think the first time you're with a person, maybe not bring out the dildo. Maybe just get to know the person first. It might be for later on. But good point. Maybe she'd bring a dildo with her, or maybe you're at her house. That's what I'm trying to say. This is geared towards men and women. But yeah, I never thought about that. Maybe I wouldn't want to use a dildo if I thought, ooh, maybe it's not a clean dildo. Let's see. Do I love licking cum? What the hell, Mr. Prince? Jesus. I don't even get Mr. I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going there, Instagram. Not going there. Class up your act, please. I Hurt Locker and everybody else. Let's see. What time is it? Okay. I have a few more minutes for open-ended questions. I think I got to all my 5 things, my 5 tips, and probably more. Yeah, if you're a woman and someone's coming back to your place, make sure you have clean lingerie. And guys, make sure you have clean boxers and not dirty boxers. That's really important. Make sure your boxers do not have holes. Ugh! Like literally, you can end up like misfiring at any step of the way if your room looks gross, if you've got holy underpants, if you're not groomed. I mean, she's not going to throw you out of bed, but some of these things are like, especially if they all add up to someone who's just unkempt. It's a very big turnoff to me. I can't tell you about everybody else, but ugh, bleh. I wrapped the head of the Hitachi wand with a fresh condom juice. Paul, whoa! You are ready for action. Mr. Prince, I will send me your porn sites. Mr. Prince, I don't have any porn sites. I'm going to send you Alexis Golden's porn sites. Is that okay? Make sure you don't have skid marks. Oh my God, that would so gross me out. Oh my God, gross. Please. Alex, you already asked me something. Go ahead and ask me again. What else would you like to know? Did you not hear my answer to your question? There's nothing wrong, absolutely nothing wrong with you being attracted to older women. Oh, do I like 18-year-old guys? No. I'm actually like my man the way he is, and he's much older than that. But I'm much older than that. So, you know, you can be with a 20-something-year-old and think that's an older person. So it's all about the person. Don't worry about the numbers. Clean hands and fingernails, definitely a deal breaker if they're dirty. Ooh, good point there. May, yes. You guys don't realize, and girls don't realize, I'm sure it's the same thing. Girls need to make sure that smells clean down there, you know? There's a certain brand of wipes I just saw on Instagram that I'm going to try to sponsor or I'm going to try to be their ambassador for, because I think it's super important. You don't have like a greasy, gross smell. No, I don't mean greasy. You don't have a smelly, you know what, punami, whatever. You don't want to have that. Don't be smelly down there. Guys and girls, do not be smelly. Make sure it's all clean, not dirty. I mean, sex is so mental that, you know, that's all one might be focusing on if it's not done properly. And when you're clean and you feel better and you're much more comfortable, and the whole thing with women are we need to be relaxed. We got to be so relaxed. Men don't need the relaxation component the way women do. Women have to feel so relaxed in order to be able to be comfortable in any kind of sex, especially if you want to have an orgasm. So the more comfortable you can make that person, the better it is for her and for obviously for you. Do you want to be 20 and then approach you, Karen? Alex, I have a boyfriend. It doesn't matter how old you are, I'm not going to be available to you. Mr. Pirate Brain said, okay. 18 is okay if he's open to being trained, Ari said to you. Alex, all right, you got to be open to being trained. And Hurt Locker said, you start with her hair and work your way down. Okay. Let's see. I think it's sexy to take a shower together, the way you can clean all your special parts. Good call, Mr. Pirate Brain. That's a very, very good way to start it off on the right foot. It's also like talk about warming the woman up. If you get a nice hot shower going and get all your body parts warmed up, that's another good idea. So you guys are coming up with great ideas here. Stuff that I didn't even think of. So that's why we have these live streams. I'm getting ready to say bye-bye. Mr. Pirate said, but one time I went down on a woman and she didn't wipe her butt. Well, it left a foul taste in my mouth. Oh my God. I wish I didn't even see that. Okay. Bryson, she played jazz that was a little up-tempo. Yeah, the music, when you're coming to music can be anything that turns you on. Like I said, the mood is going to change maybe each time you're with her. You can be in a really wild, wound-up mood and want to calm down, or you might be in a calm mood and want to wind up. So music changes everything. So I'm going to recap basically a lot of the stuff we said. We said how the importance of being groomed yourself and clean, and you can take a shower to make sure that both of you guys are in that same space. You need to walk into the room and have it be something visually pleasurable and not gross out. You want to make sure that your clothing is clean, undergarments are clean, lingerie is clean, boxers are clean and neat. Bed, major importance to be clean and neat and inviting. Forget about Wild Weasel and his couch. I mean, you can do it on the couch. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm talking about the bedroom today. So make sure the bedroom's clean. Make sure that the bed is made, that there's a candle there, smells good, got the lighting going, dim lights, music, as we said, can vary from whatever your mood is. Have mints there. Make sure your teeth are clean as well. Your toys are there. Make sure, of course, that you have condoms handy. Don't do like what happened with me, where the guy had to actually leave the room and come back like 20 minutes later. Totally kill the moon. You want to have the condom there. And if you want to have porn, I mean, not everything is going to be the first time you're together. Those are just later on down the line if you want to try that. There's all kinds of things you could try. The beginning, don't freak her out. Like I think you got a good point. Don't bring out any kind of sex toys and everything until you know that she's like on the exact same place, because you could freak her out. So just stick with the tried and true. Your hands, your mouth, and just make sure everything is clean. Like Ari and May were saying, your fingernails need to be clean. Everything else. Let's see, Milkman. I remember when she was going down, she had so much hair down there, you need clippers to shave it off. And I said, hell, I ain't going down there. Ooh, okay there. No, I guess Milkman is not into the big bush. I'm Sarah from Egypt, and I love the pleasure of participating in 2 channels. I think it's sexy to take a shower together, the way you can clean all your special parts. I'm so happy, Sarah. Finally, another woman. Yay. Okay, Hurt Locker. Karen, next video, can we discuss sex techniques and positions we could use? Sure, Hurt Locker. We'll do sex techniques and positions. Candlelight dinner, Paul saying. Rose petals on the floor. Metallica shaking the walls. Okay, you got a little bit of everything there going, Paul. Ari, they were totally inept and terrible kissers. I must have missed something here. Wild Weasel, if you get a choice between his place or yours, always pick her place. Pros, you can leave afterwards and she won't accidentally bump into your other girls if they came by. Cons, none. Wild Weasel, you had me at the first part where you're saying, choose her place so that you could leave. I mean, I agree with that. I think it is better to be able to leave when you want to leave or stay, depending on the situation. When you started with the accidentally bumping into other girls, I really think you are, you're just trying to see how obnoxious you can get, and you're doing okay, but I think everybody kind of doesn't fall for this crap anymore. Okay, Mr. Piratebrain, you and Sarah think alike. Well, guess what, guys? It's about that time to say goodbye. I hope you guys like this. If you haven't liked the video, please do so. On both, show me the hearts and the love on Instagram, and on YouTube here. Join me on Instagram and vice versa. We can use some of the classy YouTube people to check out my Instagram feed that aren't all the pervs. Also, don't forget, Patreon is where I'm going to be showing you my more erotic videos. Like, you'll actually see my room and see where I keep my secret stash of toys and lubes and everything else. I'm going to be doing that in the next couple days, so don't forget to sign up for Patreon. It's as little as, I think the dollar's sold out, so you might have to start at $5 a month, but you waste $5 a month and much more. I'm sure you've wasted that $5 20 times during the month and never thought twice, and how much value are you getting by getting to be my patron. Let's see. Sing us off, Paul. What do you want to sing? Should we sing Little Marvin Gaye? Let's see. Oh, Mr. Piper and Sarah, I like long walks under the starlight by the pyramids. Ah, that's very cute. All right. I just really try. I don't even know the words to that. Why'd I pick Marvin Gaye? All right. Well, you guys get the idea. Pick your favorite sexy songs and have a wonderful time. And let me know how it is. If you got more, put them in the comment section below. If you're watching this later on, I'd love to hear your special tips for making that romantic bedroom even better. And if you disagree or you agree with Wild Weasel, put it all down below. And that's it. Don't forget to join me on Patreon so you don't miss out. I love you all. Mwah. Sex Talk with My Mom is the name of the podcast, in case you were wondering, and I think you will enjoy it. It's on Instagram and YouTube as well, so check it out there. Sex Talk with My Mom. Let's see. All right, gotta go. Marvin Gaye, Barry White, the whole shebang. Gotta go. See you tomorrow. If I don't make it tomorrow, I will definitely be there Thursday. I may have something going on tomorrow. But turn on your notifications so you don't miss, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out. I may have an earlier show tomorrow, actually.